Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to a new vlog. I have a day at home today, an unexpected day at home today, so I thought that I would do some homey stuff with you because, sorry, the phone rang and now I can't remember what I was about to say. But yeah, I'm having a home day. I was supposed to meet a mum for lunch and she's not feeling well. There's quite a lot of bugs going around, so she cancelled it this morning, which meant I could have a longer session in the gym, so that was really good. And yeah, it's given me time to cook dinner for the kids. I'm trying out a new cod recipe. I mean, I can never get my kids to eat fish, so I'm hoping that, you know, maybe they'll eat this. And I'm going to do macaroni cheese, and of course I didn't plan it, so now I have to go out and get cheese and milk, like two of the most important ingredients, and I don't have them. But yeah, that is how we are starting the day. We are now into, I think, week 2, or I can't remember, maybe into week 3 now of the hypoxia training. I'm also, while I'm there, I think I mentioned this in the last vlog, I'm also doing the infrared Formastar treatment. I'm also doing the Emceller chair, which is the pelvic floor treatment. And while I'm sitting on the Emceller chair, I use the nano treatment as well. So it's like a, I think Dorota calls it a turbo rejuvenation, because you're using the nano, well, I'm using the nano over my face and on my neck, on my thyroid. And then I've got the Emceller chair doing all the work down there. You may notice that I have dried my hair straight. I'm kind of going straight for spring, I think. It's kind of a lot quicker, for sure. It's so much quicker. I think I use less heat on my hair as well, going straight, because I kind of just use the smoothing brush from the Dyson. And also it just makes my hair look so much longer because the curls aren't shortening it, if you see what I mean. And there's just more shine. I think because I'm using less heat and it just, you know, yeah. I'm just loving it. So sorry if I keep touching it. I've literally just washed my hair, and I'm sorry if I look a little bit weird as well, but I can't get an appointment for ages at my hairdresser. So I've had to do my own roots, and I think I went a little bit too dark on the roots. So hopefully that will just kind of sort itself out in a couple of washes. But yeah, what do we think of the straight hair? I feel flat. But on the other hand, I kind of feel quite sleek as well. And this, by the way, is a t-shirt that I showed you in a recent haul. I got it in the sales. It's by Redone, and it's just so cute. It's a Snoopy, and it just says, I think I'm allergic to mornings. But yeah, that is you all caught up for this morning. That is where I am at today. My husband is away for 5 days, and I'm going to make the most of it in terms of getting early nights and sleeping like properly for the next week. And I'm also going to just really be on it with my food, because I know that he is going to be on it on his business trip. I know he's going to be going to the gym every day while he's away, and he's already told me that he's just really going to be careful because we've got a trip together coming up quite soon. And yeah, you just want to kind of feel good about yourself when you go away. So yeah, I'm kind of, that's why I'm making the fish. I'm going to get some broccoli as well, and I'm going to be eating just clean, lean protein and lots of green veg. Oh, I think I've got some Brussels sprouts in the fridge as well, so we'll get those out as well. And just try and eat really clean and healthy, and hopefully that will also fuel my workouts as well. So I'm really getting on it in terms of working out. The trip we've got coming up is skiing, so I need to make sure that I am in tip-top fitness condition before we go skiing, because otherwise it can be a little bit miserable if you're up there on the slopes and you're feeling a bit exhausted and don't have the fitness level to cope. So yeah, I'm a bit worried about it though, because I have not been skiing for, I don't know, like 10 years, 12 years, maybe even 15. I cannot even find my ski gear and like my ski outfits and stuff like that. I don't even know where they are. Probably wouldn't be able to fit into them even if I found them, because they're all probably going to be too small. And even if I fit into them, I'm thinking they're probably going to be a bit moldy because they're quite old. So I'm thinking that I need to get some new ski gear. Maybe a ski suit, or a jacket and salopettes. I'm not quite sure. I also would really like to buy them pre-loved if I can, because that is something that I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to buy pre-loved over and above new if I can, especially if it's pre-loved that's kind of new, never been worn, or, you know, hardly ever worn. So that's one of my to-do list, is to find my ski gear, see if it fits, and if not, find something nice on the pre-loved market. And I'm hoping, I think that there might be quite a bit on the pre-loved market, because people who've gone skiing in, you know, the December holidays, beginning of January, quite often want to just sell it. They wear it once and then they just want to sell it. So I'm thinking I could be onto something. But right now I need to go and get cheese and milk so I can make the cheese sauce for the macaroni cheese. Also, I think in a recent video I mentioned that I've been doing lots of little bits and pieces in terms of shopping, like little things that would just make my life easier, and I didn't do it in that video, so I'm gonna like gather all the little bits and pieces that I've been shopping recently, and I'll show them to you, because they really are helping me just live a simpler life. This is one of those things though. I've just taken it out of its packaging. This is a double-ended cable, like a Thunderbolt cable I think it's called, and this is so that I can download so many files I've got just hanging out on my laptop, and it's slowing it down. So I'm going to download these onto my desktop and then into a hard drive. So this is what it looks like. Both ends are the same. Both of them are this Thunderbolt C, or what's it called? Yeah, Thunderbolt 3 USB-C, and my MacBook only has that as an option. Anything on this side? Yeah. So hopefully I can use this to connect it to my big computer. Mission achieved. I have cheese, milk, I've got chicken for tomorrow, I've got vegetables for tomorrow. So we're sorted for today and tomorrow. Just gonna put the oven on and get that ready for the macaroni cheese. Just a little tip, I always use a whisk. There you go. Always use a whisk when I'm making a white sauce, a bechamel sauce, because that way you get it velvety smooth and absolutely no lumps. It's just like magic. I was going to use this dish to make the macaroni cheese, but I think I've made more than is going to fit in there. So we are going with the pan that I use to roast potatoes. And while I'm waiting for this macaroni to boil, I might as well just grate up some more cheese to, you know, sprinkle over the top. Sorry you guys, I left you yesterday after having just made the macaroni and cheese, and then I don't know, we just had like such a cozy evening and a really early night as well. I mean, I was in bed by 10 o'clock, which was the plan, although I was doing things like reading my Kindle for way too long. But yeah, so I'm sorry I left you, but the macaroni and cheese, oh my goodness, I hope I remember how I made it, because I just kind of made it up as I went along. It was so good that even my son, who doesn't eat a lot of macaroni and cheese, loved it. Anyway, that was yesterday, a cozy day at home. I didn't get to show you as much as I wanted to, but I'm now just about to head out to hypoxia. Like it literally has taken over my life. So I'm heading there now. It's going to be a lovely drive because the sun is out. We've got blue skies. I mean, look at that sky. Don't know if you can see. Oh, it's just going to be glorious outside. So yeah, we're heading out now, and again I've got another cozy evening at home. I really need to find my ski wear. I'm looking and looking and I cannot find it, so that's kind of my plan for when I get back. I tried to put some curls into my hair this morning, but because I'd kind of straightened it yesterday, it doesn't want to hold any curl. So I mean, it looks like it's got a bit more life to it, but it is kind of still pretty straight, but the shine is still there. I'm very impressed with the shine. Right, let's head out. Back at Dorotha's. I don't have space on my ST, so I'm filming this on my phone. I hope that that's okay. Before we start the hypoxia though, we are going to start on that there, the infrared treatment. I'm not quite sure what the right name for it is. She's just gone to go and get some towels. How you have to approach these things. You have to make it priority, otherwise something else will always come in the way. Good morning. It's actually the day after yesterday, so I'm back going to Dorotha's, and you know what? I kind of feel like I need to apologize to you about the vlogs for these 4 weeks, because I'm spending so much time at Dorotha's. I'm going there 3 times a week. When I'm there for about 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on which treatments I'm doing. And obviously to get there and back again, I'm driving there. It's an hour there, it's an hour back, so a couple of hours in the car. And it's kind of taken over my life, which I'm not upset about. I'm not complaining about. This is what I want. But I feel like obviously that's going to reflect an impact on our vlogs and on what you see and what I can show you, because so much of my time is taken up doing that. I also can't, one second. I also am dressed 3 days a week in gym gear and no makeup, as you can see, because when I have the nano treatment I have to take off all my makeup anyway, so there's really no need to put it on in the first place. So from a kind of like, you know, new and exciting kind of thing in terms of the vlogs, I'm really sorry, because I think that, well, I hope that the vlogs aren't boring, and maybe you'll have learned something about hypoxia, about the infrared treatment, about the nanotechnology treatment that I'm having, and also the M-Cellar chair, which, oh my goodness, is incredible. But yeah, so I just, in case I needed to, I just wanted to apologize and say that yeah, I'm really sorry. All this driving though has given me so much more time to listen to things, and I've recently been listening to a couple of Audible books which have been really good. They're the kind of things that you need to have time to really get into and listen to. So the first one is Solve for Happy by Mo Gawdat, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and his voice is so calming as well, but just what he says, it just makes so much sense, and it's a good wake-up call. And the other one, the one I'm currently listening to, is Game Changers by Dave Asprey, who is the man behind Bulletproof Coffee, but he's behind so much more as well. And he has I think a podcast called Bulletproof Radio, and the book is all about biohacking, which is really interesting. And he draws on lots of different interviews that he's done with different people on Bulletproof Radio, so I'm really enjoying that. There's some thought-provoking stuff there, like yesterday I was listening to the use of psychedelics, sorry about the light guys, the use of psychedelics for improving things like your mind, improving your creativity, improving your focus, your attention, and all that kind of thing, which that to me was quite provocative. But interestingly, I mean, he talks about other things as well, other nootropics, including things like coffee. So there, it's kind of, you know, I'm learning loads about so much stuff while I'm driving, which is great. That's actually one of the things that has come through to me from as far as I've got with Mo Gawdat's book, is that you should always look for the positives. There will always be negatives that you can focus on, but look for the positives. So it could have been that this just became a chore, you know, driving there for an hour, I have to allow an hour, and driving home again another hour, you know, like 3 times a week. That's a lot of time taken up just driving, and it could have been dead time, and I didn't want it to be dead time. So I decided to download some books that I've been wanting to listen to, and they've been on my list for ages. And so I feel like I'm not just making the most of my time, I'm actually gaining something as well. This is time that I know I would not have been able to make for myself, like 2 hours 3 times a week, 6 hours a week, that I would never have made for myself to listen to these books. So something positive is coming out of this travel time, as well as obviously the time that I spend at Dorotta's studio. I am on my way home. I've literally had the full Dorotta treatment. We did the infrared, that's 50 minutes, then half an hour of lymphatic drainage massage, half an hour on the hypoxy, and then half an hour on the micellar chair while I was doing nano on my face and on my throat and on my thyroid. And yeah, lovely, feel reborn, absolutely lovely. I'm halfway through my whole journey, especially halfway through the hypoxy. So we took measurements, and I didn't think there was going to be any difference, because, you know, I see myself every day, and I didn't really think there were going to be any changes. I was amazed. In total, I've lost 12 centimeters. Like, if you add up what I've lost on my waist, my abdomen, my thighs, my hips, my bum, my arms, everything, just 12 centimeters I've lost in, what is it, like 2.5 weeks or something, and I'm only halfway through. So I'm very, very excited to see the full results at the end of this. And it's just so pleasant as well. It's absolutely, it's just using cutting edge science and technology and harnessing that for your body's good. It's incredible. Anyway, I am stuck in traffic and I need to get home, eat something, and then do some food shopping, because with 3 kids in the house, I tell you, it's like having locusts in the house. And the minute they know that I'm going food shopping, there's the additions to the list as well. So we'll do that after we get home. It's Friday, and I am so glad for that. I am shattered, exhausted. As I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video, my husband has been away for a week, which means everything falls on me, which is fine, but it just means that I'm tired by the end of the week. But I'm heading into town to go and see Mervyn, and I'm gonna go and get my last, I hope, my last set of teeth trays. I should have washed my hair, but it's Friday and I can't be bothered. I'll wash it at the weekend. I'm just going to go in and see the dentist, the orthodontist, hopefully get my next and last set of 5 teeth trays, which are 10 days each, not 2 weeks now. We're kind of into the home stretch. And hopefully after that, it'll just be any last kind of little bits of adjustments and things like that. So that's still another 50 days. So it's over a month, nearly 2 months. Anyway, I'm wearing my totem jumper, which I seem to be wearing on repeat. And I've done a full face of makeup, which I haven't done for the longest time. I haven't needed to. I actually didn't need to today, but I might be meeting a friend after seeing the orthodontist, if she's around, depending on her work schedule. So I just thought I'd make a bit of an effort. I mean, I should have washed the hair. Hardly made any effort at all, to be honest. But I need to get changed. We're going to head into town. It's a beautiful day again. Blue skies, and that makes me so happy. And my husband does come home tonight, like in the early hours of tomorrow morning. So I'm making something which I know is his favorite dish, and I don't think I've made it for a couple of years. Can't remember the last time I made it. So I've been experimenting this morning before getting changed. I thought I would try it out. I'm making something called curry, which is a yogurt based, I don't know how to describe it. It's not curry, but it's called curry in my language. And it's got pakoras inside it. I'll show you a picture of it once it's done. I have to go to the dentist, come back, and then cook it. But it's going to be a surprise for him, so I'm very excited to do that because, yeah, I know he's going to love it, and I haven't cooked it for so long that it's a bit of a challenge. I'm also wearing, which I don't think I've shown you, because I was thinking about doing a what I got for my birthday video, and then I kind of thought no, because it's not really... I don't know. I didn't feel good about doing a what I got for my birthday video, but this is something that I got for my birthday. Can't remember if I showed you or not. Is these little earrings, which are hoops, but they've got, I don't know how close and how much of a focus we're going to get, but yeah, they have a little bit of pave diamond running from front to back. So they're kind of just enough for the day, but just that little bit extra special. And I literally am wearing these every day. I think I've worn them every day that I've gone out and needed to put on a pair of earrings, and I absolutely love them. These were from my husband. So he did well. I mean, he had help from my daughter. She helped him choose them, but I love them. Maybe you can see them better there in the light. Love them. I've arrived. I'm a little bit early, so I'm just sitting in the waiting room, waiting to get seen, but it was just such a lovely walk. I park in Regent's Park, and then I just walk down from there, and it's such a lovely walk.